And thanks for the mention too of the school that Victoria and I were planning. The point of it really is to react against the contemporary schooling system, which is sort of more about self-esteem boosting and less about academic performance, and to recreate something like the school that A.C. Grayling was talking about at the beginning. I'm the headmaster, by the way. Now, is this ukulele working? We're going to have ukulele classes, Latin classes. Can you hear that? And this is a ukulele. It's not actually made by me, which most people ask, but was given to me by a friend who bought it from a Parisian guy. Really, the point of ukulele playing is that it's very easy to do compared to, for example, to the guitar, which has 6 strings. This only has 4. So it's 1/3 easier, and that's really why I took it up. Also because whenever I got the guitar out and started playing Bob Dylan tunes, and the room would sort of slowly clear, and the exits are locked tonight. And so it was called the room clearer. And a friend of mine said, "Have you thought about taking up the ukulele? It might be more up your street." So I did, and there are the jokes, you know. The definition of a gentleman is a man who can play the ukulele, but doesn't. So it's very rude of me to stand here and presume that I can play, since I can't play it and I can't really sing either. But what I would like to do is do a little bit of a sing-along. The first song I'm going to sing, which some of you may know and some of you may not, it's not exactly a tune. It was written by Crass. Now, who remembers Crass? One of you, right. Well, Crass were the, oh dear. Right, how far back do I go? They were a sort of anarchist punk band of the late 70s. You thought that the Sex Pistols and the Clash hadn't really gone far enough in promoting the anarchy agenda. In fact, their background was very much sort of existentialist beatnik bohemians. They were quite old to be punks. They were in their mid-30s. And in the late 60s, they'd sort of retired from the world, in a sense, and set up their own open house commune in Essex called Dial House, which is actually still going. And they created this very aggressive, very sort of wordy music, which actually opened up a whole generation of sort of working class, young, angry people to what had previously been quite sort of middle class bohemian ideas about living. And one of the ideas that sort of particularly attracts me about the, I suppose, the anarchy movement is its attack on the idea of work and the work ethic, which for most people leads to a sort of life of boredom and more or less humiliation or some kind of institutionalization. And was called wage slavery by the 19th century anarchists, who were writing, of course, during the Industrial Revolution. And going back a long way, there have been movements which have kind of reacted against this, including the Romantic poets and so on. The Bohemians, and you could include Aldous Huxley, and clearly Oscar Wilde was a sort of idler, anarchist, socialist, who wanted the machines to do all the work while we sat around on chaise longs. Chaise long. Anyway, I won't go on anymore. What I'd like you to do is, it's very simple, just come in with the chorus, which is system, 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 and then I'll go death in life, and then you go system, system, system. This is against the system, by the way. It's not a pro-system song. There are Tory punk bands, but I don't think they've been very successful. And you can see it coming up, and I'll go like that when I want you to do system and system. I'll just take a sip of water. One line I like is that you go, it's like a sort of life story of a sad couple. You go to school and they fill your mind with useless crap, which I'm slightly seeing with our children's primary school right now. And actually, this idea that the schools are sort of filling your mind with useless crap in order to be a sort of slave to the system goes way back. I mean, William Cobbett was writing this sort of thing in 1820. He said, you know, schools particularly which don't have a parental involvement, are really just setting up the children for civility, pauperism, and slavery, which is a great sort of Cobbett-esque phrase. So I think Crass here are in a tradition. Anyway. Here we go. System, 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 death in life. System, 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 the surge of knife. System, hacking at the cord. System, a child is born. Poor little fucker, poor little kid, never lost a life, no she never did. Poor little baby, poor little mite, crying out for food as the parents fight. Crying out for food as the parents fight. System, send him to school. System, force him to crawl. System, teach him how to cheat. System, kick him off his feet. Poor little schoolboy, poor little lad. They'll beat him if he's good and they'll beat him if he's bad. Poor little kiddie, poor little chap. Force-fit his mind with a useless crap. They'll force-fit his mind with a useless crap. System, teach her how to cook. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm just getting too sort of punk now or something. Okay, well, luckily I can carry on like this. It might be a little bit less aggressive. A bit more of the George Formby now. I was trying for a sort of Paul Simonon. And now, anyway. Right. System, teach her how to look. System, teach her all the tricks. System, create another victim for the greasy pricks. Poor little girlie, poor little wench, another little object to prod and cringe. Poor little sweetie, poor little filly, they'll fuck her mind so they can fuck her silly. This is the feminist part of Crass. They'll fuck her mind so they can fuck her silly. System, has grown to be a man. System, taught to fit the plan. System, 40 years of jobs. System, pulling little buttons, pushing little knobs. Poor little fucker, poor little serf, working like a mule for half of what it's worth. Poor fucking grafter, poor little gent, working for the cash that he's already spent. It's a comment about debt and the financial system. Working for the cash that he's already spent. He's selling his life, she's his loyal wife. Timid as a mouse, she's got a little house. He's got his little car and they share the cocktail bar. She likes to cook his meals, you know, something that appeals. Sometimes he works till late, but she doesn't really mind because he's getting overtime. He likes to put a bit away just for that rainy day because every little counts as the cost of living mounts. This was written in 1979, by the way. Hence the pools reference. Because they do the pools each week, hoping for that lucky break. Then they take a prick abroad, do the things they can't afford. She'd really like to have a fur. He'd like a bigger car. They could buy a bungalow with a Georgian door for show. He might think of leaving work, but no, he wouldn't like to shirt. He'd much prefer to stay. There's no risk for the dead. He's got life of work ahead. Oh, and he's on his day's pay. She's tried to make it nice. He said thank you once or twice. He said thank you once or twice. System, deprived of any hope. System, taught they couldn't cope. System, slaves right from the start. System, till death do them part. Poor little fuckers, what a sorry pair. Had their life stolen, but they didn't really care. Poor little darlings, just are ordinary folks. Victims of the system and its cruel jokes. Victims of the system and its cruel jokes. They'd almost paid, the couple views the wreckage and dreams of home sweet home. They'd almost paid the mortgage when the system dropped its bomb. So that went even worse than I was expecting in my worst nervous nightmares. That's the first time I've done that. I know it's weird. Believe it or not, you know. Now, I went to... the next one we're going to do is I Fought the Law. Oh, yes, I think you've got the words down there. I went to the Hay Literary Festival with Penny Rambo, who is actually the drummer of Crass. Penny is actually a man. He's the man, but he changed his name to Penny Rambo. For sort of feminist stroke young boy romantic poet reasons. And And Penny got really fed up at the Hay Festival. His girlfriend, Jay Griffiths, was doing a talk because it's actually sort of dripping in corporate sponsors' banners and the writers don't get paid. Anyway, we started sort of getting off a head of resentment about this. And Penny got actually it was my knife, a pocket knife. He went up to one of the banners, the United Arab Emirates or the Barclays Bank banners, and sort of made a slash through the banner. And have I got to hurry up? Okay, right, sorry, I do tend to go on. Right, okay, and anyway, we got thrown out, he got arrested. I didn't get arrested, but I sort of feel proud of my complicity in this act. But we won't be invited back. Peter Florence absolutely hates me. Breaking rocks in the hot sun, I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. I needed money cause I had none. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. I miss my baby and I love her bad. I guess my race is run. She's the best girl that I've ever had. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. We've got to make a sort of Marshall stack behind me. Robbing people with a 6-gun. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. Miss my baby and the good fun. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. I miss my baby and it feels so bad. I guess my race is run. She's the best girl that I've ever had. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. Well done. I'll just go straight on. This is Big Rock Candy Mountains. It's a sort of Bum's Hobo song of 1910, thereabouts. It's about the sort of pain and difficulty of being a homeless guy in the deep south, the unemployment, the Dust Bowl. And as a boy who grew up in the affluent suburb of Richmond, went to Westminster and studied English at Cambridge, I could really feel his pain. You'll hear it in my voice. But this is also just a nice song about the sort of attractions of being lazy and laughing at authority. One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking. He said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. Come with me and we'll go see the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars all are empty and the sun shines every day on the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs and the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs, the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. The farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the wind don't blow and the rain don't fall, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, you never change your socks. Little streams of alcohol come trickling down the rocks. The brakemen have pulled their hats and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too. You can travel all around it in a big canoe in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the jails are made of tin, and you can walk right out again as soon as you are in. There ain't no short-handled shovels, no axes, saws or picks. I'm gonna stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the jerk that invented work in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that whistling thing. So come with me and and we'll go see the big rock candy mountains. Thank you.